Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's podcast episode. Today, I want to talk to you about success and how we can often hold ourselves back or make ourselves feel unworthy because of the way that we're measuring it. We often measure success in metrics. It'll be money, it'll be people, it'll be numbers of some sort. And this is because we've been taught that the masculine way of doing things is let's have some stats, let's get some logic. And as well, the feminine way is we want loads of people to buy our stuff or join the program or join the membership or be part of the class that we're running. And actually, we want to share what we want to do. So we think if we put a number on it, it helps us grow and it helps us focus. Does it though? So what we tend to do is when we put numbers on things, we give ourselves a target, we give ourselves a benchmark, which is great. Everybody wants a goal, don't they? But what tends to happen is we use it as a rule to stop ourselves feeling successful. So we'll say we want 100 people to join this program, but actually, when we get 20 people joining the program, we now feel less than because we think, well, we haven't done what we wanted to do. We're down by 80. Or you'll put a number on how much you want to earn, and you might not achieve that figure, but you might achieve maybe £1,000 less, and somehow you're not good enough because you've just not achieved that figure that you said that you needed to achieve. So today I want to talk to you about how we can start to release that control, because success is not about the metrics. Success and feeling successful is all about a feeling, and you can feel successful right now. How about that? How about you could turn around the way that you are thinking and look at your life and see how goddamn successful you are today? Because believe me, you are. So let's put this into perspective. How many times have you wished that you had more money in your life, and then you get that more money somehow? It comes in a pay rise, or it comes in you starting your business, whatever that is. You get that extra money and it's coming in every month and it feels amazing at first. And then suddenly 6 months down the line, you're looking at that money as if, well, I could do with some more. Let's go for the next target. Let's go for the next thing. Because we acclimatize to what we have. So when we have metrics, when we build our life on metrics, all we end up doing is wanting more and feeling like we're not good enough when we get it. But actually, we forget that we've already got it before. We've already got the metrics that we originally set out for. Now our soul has grown, our need has grown, our desire has grown. So we want more, which is natural. But what we have to do in order to manifest these things is we've got to feel the feeling and attract it in via the feeling. So if you are constantly measuring yourself, if you are constantly saying you are not good enough because you haven't achieved the target that you've set out for today, then what you are saying is you have not achieved your target, and you are literally manifesting not achieving your target, not achieving your target. Whereas when you turn your success into a feeling and a deep knowing and a confidence, you can be successful all the time. And guess what? You can attract more things to make you feel successful. Yes, that is the magic. That is how it works. So stop measuring your success in metrics only. Metrics are only going to get you so far. Yes, we want to put a money value on things. We need money in this life. So let's stop pretending that we don't. Yes, we want lots of money. Let's get that out there. Yes, we want lots of clients because we want to help people with the work that we do. Yes, we want lots of people around us following our stuff so that we can help everyone who is watching what we do. That is natural. We want that. But let's not put a figure on it. Let's not say we want 100,000 followers when we're not connecting with the 1,000 that we have. Let's not say we want the £10,000 a month in our bank every month, when actually you got the 5,000 in your bank every month that you wanted, and you're not celebrating the 5,000 that you've got. Let's start to shift things up. Let's start to see how success can work for us. So success is a feeling at the end of the day. You give a little kid a £5 note and watch how excited they get. Watch how amazing that £5 was. That was you one day. That was you looking at that £5 like, I am rich. I am rich. I've made it. Like, this is amazing. What am I going to spend that on? Whereas if you give yourself £5 now, you'd be like, well, that's great. What am I going to buy with this? So it's just comes down to the mindset and how we are viewing what we are doing. Look at you at the minute. Look at everything you're doing in your business, everything you're doing in your life. Now jump back 10 years. Go back to you 10 years ago. How proud would they be? How amazed and wowed would they be by what you're doing, how much you're earning, the fact that you've put yourself out there, the fact that you've started something? How amazed and excited would you 10 years ago be about your life now? Just have a think about that. Let that digest. See the things that you now have that your 10-year younger self would be like, oh my God, you are absolutely killing it. And yet you're here living this life thinking, I'm not good enough. I'm not doing it yet. It's not happening yet. Like, oh my God, just go back to your 10-year younger self and go, how's this looking? How is my life now? Are you proud of what I'm doing? Are you proud of what I stand for? Are you proud of the way I am helping people? And all it takes is helping one person every day. Look back and see how far you've come. See what the difference is. How much more money are you making now? How much more clients are you helping now? Have you even started a business in that time? I have. Look at what you're doing now compared to 5-10 years ago. Look at what you wanted 10 years ago. What did you really desire then? What were you really hoping out for? Do you have it now? How successful are you really? Because I bet you can say your 10-year younger self thinks you are very freaking successful. And yet you, just because you want more now, it doesn't mean that you aren't as successful as you think. It just means you're looking at things through that more expanded layer, and that's okay. But remember how amazing you are now, because once you step into that confidence of, look what I've done, look what I've created, look how many people I help, look at what I do, look at how amazing I feel doing this, that is what's going to attract more in. That's what's going to bring in the money. That's what's going to bring in the clients. That's what's going to bring in that next pay rise. That is what is going to make you feel good every single day and get you out of bed thinking, I love what I do. I love that I get to live my life this way. Imagine that feeling. Imagine feeling like you are good enough. Imagine feeling like you do have this. You have everything you need and you can do it and you can build more. Imagine that feeling. Well, let's start taking the metrics off. Every time you put a time limit on something, suddenly you're squashing your potential into a linear time zone, whereas actually divine timing, magic of the universe might want to kick in and help you get something even better. So let's remove those time zones. Let me tell you what I mean by that. If you're saying you want to have an extra 5,000 followers within 6 months, suddenly you're then going, right, how do I do this in this time frame? Rather than thinking, how do I do this and make this fun? How do I do this in this time frame? So suddenly by putting the time frame on it, you've just squashed your limitations of how to think properly, because you're thinking, right, I need to do it now. If I haven't done it in 6 months, I'm not going to be successful. I'm not going to reach my goal, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly you've got this energetic franticness, which isn't going to attract in what you want and is going to make you feel like you're not doing what you need to be doing. Whereas actually what you can do is, how do I attract in 5,000 more followers? How do I make this fun? I've already got this many followers. I'm already this successful. Of course I can attract even more. That is a totally different vibration. That is a totally different way of looking at it. Look at what you've got. If you are in business and you are promoting yourself on social media, have a little look at your followers. Each one of them is a person. How amazing is that? Each one of them has followed you. They've walked up to you as if they're on the street and went, yeah, I want to meet you. I want to know more about you. I want to know what you have to say. Let's listen. That is your follower. That is one of the people listening to you, watching you, seeing what you do. How amazing is that? Now, how many have you got? How big of a room would you need to get in order to get them all together? Let's just take that in for a minute. Let's just start to take these metrics off. Where you think 1,000 followers is potentially not as good because all the big coaches have got tens of thousands, 20,000, 1 million. So I'm not doing enough. How big of a room would you have to get your 1,000 followers into? Take that in. There was one point in your business or your social media or whatever it is, you didn't have one follower. You now have whatever number you have. Look at success through a different lens. Look at how amazing you are now. Take credit for what you have got now. Take a scan of your business, your social media, your job, your career, your family, your home. How amazing are you now? Because you will have so much success in your life. This is like a gratitude version of a success journal, in a sense. Have a look at how much success you have. If you've started a business, boom, success. You have done something scary. You have put yourself out there. That is so successful. That is amazing. You have stood up and said, I want to be an entrepreneur. That is success. Have you had a pay rise in the last 10 years? Have you had your money expand and grow? Have you had a client? Have you had somebody buy something from you? These are measures of success you need to be celebrating. Start to celebrate every single little win. Start to celebrate it. Start to know that you made that happen. Start to bring that into your body and see how successful you already are. Because believe me, you are so successful now. And once you start to bring that feeling into your body, once you start to realize the success you've already created and that you can create even more, you start to feel better about it. You start to enjoy the journey. You start to enjoy the ride, because that's what it's meant to be about. We're not here to measure widgets and metrics. That isn't us. That's not what we're here for. We're here to live. We're here to be free. We're here to enjoy. We're here to help others rise. That is our aim. That's what we're about. So let's do that. And let's have fun. And let's take the pressure off. And let's sod the patriarchy with the measures and the metrics and the way of working. We're not into that. We're here for the aligned, flowing business that feels fucking amazing whilst we're doing it. So let's do it. Let's stop putting pressure on ourselves. Let's stop making ourselves feel like a failure by these metrics that are made up anyway. There are no rules to business success, people. That is the number one rule in business you need to hear. There are no rules. Make your own. In fact, don't have any. Do not have any rules in your business. There is no point. Enjoy your business. The more you enjoy, the more money you make. The more you enjoy, the more money you make. Take that in. Let that sink into your being. It is not the more you do, the more money you make. The more you enjoy, the more you vibrate high, the more you live for this love of life. That is how you start to be the most successful self you will ever be. So I hope this has ignited something in you today. You all know Miraculous Success Academy is open, and anyone joining that, we are going to be connecting to the feeling, because believe me, you are successful. We're just going to create more of it. We're going to create more of your magic and let that unleash on the world. So if you are not in that yet, make sure you go and get your space. I cannot wait to see what amazing souls are going to be joining me in there. But I love you all. Here's to being successful already. Here's to loving your life. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.